start early. I think that's your general, the best tip I can give you, because it takes an amazing amount of time to actually collect all the documents that you need. It's a very lengthy process that you need to go through. You need to ask this from this person, another document from the university, from the town hall, whatever. And it just takes a while, especially if you've studied abroad before, like myself. I studied abroad before, so I needed recommendation letters from professors abroad, which you need to email them or write them and explain to them what you're doing and what you want them to do. So yeah, that's the best tip I can give you. Doing the TOEFL, I did the internet-based test. I grew up in the U.S., so for me it was relatively easy. One of the good things that I like about American law schools, as to, I don't know, British law schools or whatever, is that they take into account other items than just your grades or track record at school. I mean, I had good grades. I mean, obviously they wouldn't take on someone who has only mediocre grades, but I mean, I wasn't the top of the top, absolutely not. But I was involved in a lot of other side projects, and I think that's something that U.S. universities look for. Someone who is a broadly developed person, who has broad interests, who's not just solely focused on getting 20 out of 20 or whatever. So they're looking more at the personality of the applicant than just his or her test grades, and that's something that obviously for me was very beneficial. But I think it's a very good approach, because we did have some people who were exemplary students. They all got A+, extremely smart, very bright people, but you often see that they're less sociable, less connected with the rest of the group. And I don't know, sometimes I fear that you would get less out of the whole experience, because, I mean, in the end, the whole experience is not only to learn from a different culture, from the U.S. culture, or to learn about a different legal system, but to develop yourself more as a person, especially if you're quite young. I was 23 when I went to the U.S. I mean, you're really young, and you really need to, start living on your own, develop yourself. And I think that's it would be a huge waste of money and time to not take advantage of that kind of opportunity. And then the motivation letter or essay. I think I didn't have to write an essay for each application. I don't think I had to write one for Penn Law. But obviously there's always a motivation letter. Tip 1, change the name of the university. If you're applying to several universities, which I suggest you do, I applied to, I think, 7 or 8 different ones, which also cost you a sizable sum of money. I think most schools charge a $75 application fee. So, and then with postage costs and whatever, you rack up a slight sum. Either way, the essay or the motivation letter, I would say look at what kind of school it is and what kind of students that they're looking for. Each school has a different personality to it, and has a different focus. I tailored my application and my motivation letter for Penn Law to Penn Law. So what I did was I talked about how I really like the cross-disciplinary or an interdisciplinary approach, because I want to do this and this and that. I've already tried to be an interdisciplinary person before, as my track record shows, and you just list that. I think you try to show the committee, the acceptance committee or admittance committee, why you would be a good asset to that school. Why would you contribute, or why would you be a valuable contribution to the LLM community or the law school community at large? I think that's what you need to show them.